everyone, welcome once more. Today we are doing episode 2 of the Wangan Midnight Cars series. We're still in that testing the waters phase with this series. We started with the Devil Z. Link to the playlist containing that video down below. Now we're gonna do Blackbird. Then we're gonna do the R32. We're gonna see how these three videos perform, and we will move on from there as far as further cars go. So here we have the Blackbird 911. So yeah, here it is. So pretty much what I'm going to do today is I'm going to give you guys the build, give you guys the tune, tell you how to look the way it looks, and we're going to take it for a spin. So beginning with the build, stock engine, stock rear wheel drive, twin turbo setup, no RWB body kit. Moving to the aero pieces, you want the Porsche street front bumper, not the you want this one here. It's not dead on the same, but close enough. For the spoiler, or in this case wing, you also want the Porsche sport rear wing. So yeah, which is that one there. You want the street front bumper and the street side skirts. Then you want slick race tires, 245mm front tires, 285mm rear tires. For wheels, you want to go to the multi-piece rim style, and you want the Work VSXXs. Probably not the exact same wheels from the show, but they look about as close as you can get. My controller is still connected. That was a little weird, but yeah, look about as close as you can get to the ones from the show, and I accidentally backed out of that page. So stock rim size front and back, front track width you want maxed out, rear track width you also want maxed out. Moving on to the drivetrain, you want the race clutch, race transmission, race driveline, race differential, race brakes, race suspension, race front anti-roll bars, race rear anti-roll bars, no roll cage, race weight reduction, excuse me, race intake, race fuel system, race ignition, race valves, race cam, race exhaust. I accidentally skipped over this. You want the race block, race pistons, race twin turbo, race flywheel, and finally race intercooler. Moving on to the tune. My freaking headset is. Okay, for tire pressure, 19 in the front, 15 in the rear. For performance, or I mean, I don't know, I read this instead of gearing. So for gearing, 2.20 final drive is 100% altered. I'm not entirely sure of the rest of this though. So, because I built this car a long time ago, so like if your gearing is different, pause the video, go ahead and get it lined up with mine, unpause, and get back to the rest of the tune. For alignment, camber, -2.0 in the front, -1.5 in the rear. For toe, +0.5 in the front, -0.8 in the rear. Excuse me. Front caster angle of 5.6, anti-roll bars, 25.0 in the front, 15.0 in the rear. For the springs, 383.9 in the front, 311.1 in the rear. Ride height 6.4 in the front, 6.5 in the rear. Damping, you want 8.3 in the front, 8.8 in the rear. For the bump, 3.2 in the front, 3.8 in the rear. Aero, shouldn't have it. For braking, 47% towards the rear for balance, and pressure 67%. The differential, you want 70% acceleration, 47% deceleration. And that's it for the tune. Then as far as the paint and whatnot goes, I think this might be a stock color. So yeah, you want to get your manufacturer colors. You want to come down to black. That's it. You literally just paint the car black. And of course, tint the windows. Mine aren't for some reason. And then the wheels are completely stock. So yeah, there you go. That's how you make Blackbird in Forza Horizon 5. So now what we're gonna do? Oh my God, that was loud. The factory reset my PC recently, and I'm still kind of working out settings on all the games. So when I went out and that music was there, that was loud. Yeah, we're gonna do a couple pulls here. Nothing crazy. And I'd like to add before we get going, S1, I kept the cars around 200 miles per hour, plain and simple. Pretty much gonna do a couple of pulls here, one from a dig to top speed, maybe two, and then one from like a 40 roll. And then we're gonna hit up this cool track that I found. Yeah. Incline really ain't helping the acceleration. I've taken this car to 200, but that incline there really was not helping me. Okay, we hit 200. Okay, now we're gonna do a little 40 roll here. Looks like a lot less wheel spin with the 40 roll. Yeah, that 180 to like 200 like that I'm going through right now is definitely a lot quicker when I'm not on an incline. And I go on an incline as I say that. Little engine braking. So now we're gonna go do this course here. And it's a 2-lap course, but we're only gonna do 1 lap. And that's just for kind of time's sake here. And it is this really cool course that I found. And I'm looking at the wrong page. I think it's what? Blueprint events. My favorites. Yeah, the C1 plus Wangan TA. Creator info. Yeah, shout out this dude for making this course. It's a really cool course. And the share code for this course is 109-906-061. So let's get on in here. So I think in the description for this little race that he made, or she, or they, that this person made, what is on my shirt? Okay, so for the course that this person made, I'm pretty sure in the description it says to do it in first person because it like looks a lot better. But for video purposes, we're doing it in third person. Because there are spots where you can kind of see through the map and whatnot in third person. I don't remember what the time that we got with the Z was. Oh boy. And we're off to a shaky start already. In my defense, it's a very narrow road. So I was doing this with some buddies of mine, and I would recommend like 3 to 4 people max at a time on this course. If you really want to push it, 5. Anything more than that is not a good time, and it's just utter chaos. And the reasoning for that is because the roads are way too narrow. But if you got yourself and like 2-3 other buddies, go for it, man. Come check out this track, have a good time, just ripping up the highway, you know. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. I think I might have short shifted there, but that's fine. Oh boy, I was not heavy enough on the brakes, came in a little hot there. And there we have it. There is one lap. Now we're gonna get to an area that's got a little more room so we can do some donuts. Last time we tried to do it right here with the Z, it didn't go over very well, as you could imagine. So I'm gonna go a little further. And the reason I'm talking about donuts is because that's how we end off all the videos here. I'm just gonna ride that wall. I think once we come out of this tunnel, it should open up. Maybe not enough. Once we get to after the bridge, which I understand is most of a lap at that point, but oh, got a little sideways there. After this on-ramp, it opens up. Okay. This is like a proper location for some donuts. Not in real life, though. Do not do donuts on public roads and intersections, especially not on freeways like what I'm about to do. Yeah. So with all that being said and done, I wanted to let's do some donuts. If this car's capable. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, yeah, it is. Alright, with all that being said and done, I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you in the next video, and that is all from me today.